One of many farewell trips, but probably Chancellor Angela Merkel's most important. Germany's relationship with France is the bedrock of its foreign policy, and being at the heart of the EU is how modern Germany defines itself. Whoever forms the new government in Berlin, that won't change. The heads of the three leading parties say their first trips abroad would be to Paris or Brussels. German foreign policy will still balance the priorities of the EU on everything from migration to a possible EU army. On defence, most parties pledge support for NATO and the transatlantic relationship, despite pressure from France for greater European autonomy.
It's very clear that we need to have a good transatlantic cooperation. The cooperation between Germany and the US is very important, and our security is within NATO. Therefore, whoever is representing Germany must be clear about that. It's a strong commitment to NATO.
Almost all parties agree, but only one, Merkel's Christian Democratic Union, under its leader Armin Laschet, promises a military spending boost big enough to satisfy NATO allies. Germany's military has played a more active international role, with missions in Kosovo and Afghanistan, but its reliance on the US is deeply entrenched. Critics say Germany needs to play a more forceful role. The rising power of China, the destabilizing influence of Russia, and the apparent disengagement by the US from old allies in Europe all require a tougher response. Angela Merkel gave many Germans a sense of security, of keeping the chaos at bay. That won't be so easy for her successor. When it comes to Germany's relationship with its adversaries, there could be change. On Russia and China, Merkel has always insisted on continued dialogue. The German Foreign Ministry proclaims the two pillars of foreign policy are to promote peace and security, democracy and human rights, and a commitment to multilateralism. But it should also help companies tap into international markets and improve conditions for doing business. The emphasis could change if the Greens get into government. Their leader, Annalena Baerbock, promises to shut down the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline from Russia and get tough on Chinese human rights abuses. She calls it active foreign politics.
We have weak European politics if there is no active German foreign politics, and then China and Russia and other authoritarian powers will step into that void.
Part of Merkel's appeal has been her ability to manage crises on the world stage, to make Germans feel safe. Her successor has a tough act to follow and will have difficult decisions to make about Germany's role overseas. Simon McGregor-Wood, TRT World, London.